There's a large debate in the industry about where priorities should be aligned about external versus internal when we're talking about malicious threats. But there's another aspect to internal that doesn't get talked about as much, which I contend may be even greater, and that's what I call the unwitting internal threat, where someone, without meaning to, without malice, participates in an attack. There's an interesting statistic in that Verizon data breach report that, we'd like to think with all the education we've had that in 2017 we're not falling prey to phishing and these scams anymore, but in fact nothing could be further from the truth. They found that still about 30% of people opened malicious emails, phishing emails, and of those that opened, another 12% actually clicked on the link, which is an astoundingly high percentage. And so that's what I refer to as the unwitting insider threat. They're not meaning to do anything harmful, but through lack of education and perhaps just not thinking about what they're doing, they're contributing to this. And I joke that, we're on Windows 10 desktop and Windows 2016 server, but we're still human operating system 1.0, and so far no one's found a patch for us yet. The idea of people, process, and technology is an old one and applied to many areas besides just security, but it really is applicable here. And too often we see folks looking at security just from the technology, just from the tools perspective. And what we lose by doing that is the people and process side, and some specific examples. So on the people side, human beings are the weak link in many security organizations. We keep clicking on phishing emails. We are susceptible to social engineering attacks. So we have to look at that people side, both from the victim, for lack of a better word, in an education, but also from the people as far as looking at the business and understanding it. And process, certainly, we see far too often, we'll go into an organization and look at the rules that they've applied across their security tools, and very commonly they're rules that don't align to policy or policies that don't have rules to actually enforce them. And if we think about it in kind of everyday term, it's like they either have police but without the laws that guide the police, or they have the laws but no police to enforce them, and you need both.